I say really bad people, I'm not exaggerating. This is
Yeah.
horrific.
I was sexually assaulted at a party, a streamer award party.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, it's by somebody that you guys love, and I'm tired, bro.
Tyil has always exuded scaring off the hoes energy.
For sure. Yeah. We said this earlier. Yeah, Tyil, this is crazy.
Wait, hold on, wait.
But I think anyone would be
No.
lying if they said that they expected to wake up one day and hear Jourdin Pauline accuse Tyil of full-out grape.
I'm tired, guys. I'm tired, guys.
No, this is not supposed to be on my timeline.
Like, literally. People are evil and malicious. And, like, people think they can do anything. Like, anything. I'm literally, like, so disappointed in people because I think people are good people, and I always give people the benefit of the doubt. And they're evil. They're evil, bro. And I'm done streaming. I'm done doing this shit, bro. Unless it's gonna be my last stream.
Way too early to make a determination on whether or not Tyil is guilty.
I said the same thing. Okay, I fuck with Flacco. You feel me? It's way too early to say that he's guilty. It's way too early to say he's innocent. We do not fucking know. Do not pick a side.
Or whether or not this chick is lying. It's way too early. And if you've already made up your mind, then you're probably somebody who already have implicit biases towards either Tyil or towards this girl.
For sure.
I'm not going to say she's lying, and I'm not going to say Tyil is guilty. But what I would say is,
I'm not gonna lie,
Tyil
Flacco,
has
you a
lot
real
working
nigga for that.
against them. There not being a clear-cut reason why this chick would want to lie on Tyil works against Tyil. It does. Because you can always go with, she's embarrassed, she regrets it the next day, so that's why she's now screaming essay or grape.
But yeah.
But when you really look at this situation and you truly look at it and examine it, there's no clear-cut reason. Like, you can't go with the cloud chasing angle because this chick was famous before Tyil. She's probably more famous than Tyil. She just had a top 40 hit. This chick is not like a cloud chaser. She's not, a chick looking for clout or fame off this situation. So when you take that out the picture, what other reasons would she have to lie on Tyil?
For sure.
Outside of maybe she regrets it. But even that isn't really a strong alibi in this situation. Even when looking at the possibility that she may be lying because she regrets it or was embarrassed that she slept with Tyil and regretted it afterwards because he has a girlfriend, even when you look at that situation, wouldn't the logical thing be not to say anything if she was truly embarrassed and she wasn't great?
Yeah, but like I'll say that she could, like, with Tyil recording it, you feel me? Like she said, she looked back and seen him recording. That could have made her to potentially want to come out and say this. You feel me? I will say that though. Like if she regretted it and he was recording, that could very much push somebody like Pauline to go down this route, because those are two very important narratives. But I'm not saying that she's faking it. I'm not saying that at all. Or I'm not saying that Tyil is guilty. It's too fucking early to come to either one of these verdicts. But we're going to continue though.
Like if she was embarrassed of this, then what's more embarrassing than telling the entire world that you did this, right? Because she could have kept it private with just her and Tyil. Nobody else would have known that
Tyil probably was
spam
calling her. I deleted the video. So
trace down that logic, it still really don't work here.
But we still don't know.
It still makes no sense. It still really doesn't lead or prove that she lied. Honestly,
for sure, it don't prove.
You go, it kind of looked really bad for Tyil.
Yeah.
And the only reason why a lot of us is still leaving some hope or some doubt here is because people are innocent until proven guilty. And
for
until
sure.
Tyil comes out and tell his side of the story, I'm not just going to automatically say he's guilty. But
no, real shit. So I'm somebody who I need to hear both sides before we come to a verdict. This is real shit. We're not choosing side from first. There's always her story, his story, and the fucking truth. Can we get a fucking amen?
But it's looking really bad here.
It's always like that.
Well, it's always going to be sides being chosen on. And I'm tired.
Each side is always going to leave out
guys. I don't
variables.
deserve being treated like I'm nothing.
Like, I'm sure I don't believe she deserves any threats that she gets. I'm sure she does.
And
because she came out with this
so
fucking early. I don't know why you ran to the internet. They're not going to save you.
Like, I want to save people in their careers and shit. And, like, but what about me? Like, what about my feelings? What about how I feel? And not everyone is your friend.
He was probably blackmailing her with the video. That's why she said blackmailing. Probably. You feel me? I'm not saying that's the truth. But probably that's why she felt bad. Because he does has a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he did do it. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying that just to add more context.
And you guys love these people so much. You guys love these people so much. And as a woman, you always get exiled. And it doesn't matter how I dress, you guys. You guys know I'm asexual.
This situation is heating up, bruh. They got an entire Diddy Rico against Tyil and the Clover Boys, bruh. Messages are surfacing from women who are claiming that they suffered
authentic.
similar
We read
experiences
this
as Jourdin
chat on
Pauline
Twitter.
at the Clover House. One woman says, "My first time I went to the Clover House, the very first thing Tyil said to me was, 'Do you want to F? If you don't want to F, there's no reason for us to talk.' He also refers to women they cast as groupies to their face, which is highly disrespectful. People want to believe what they want because of how people portray themselves online. But I know how he is in real life."
Oh no, I think this one was the authentic one. Okay.
Pray you get the justice you deserve.
But
he made speech saying, toast to you know what happens when we get the ladies drunk.
Okay, nah, that's, you know what happens when we get the ladies drunk. If this is true, this is weird behavior. Why do you have to get girls drunk for you to be able to? You feel me? I'm not gonna lie, I'm somebody who, when I'm talking to a girl, me and you, especially the first time that we have sex, we have to be sober. We have to be sober. The first time we have sex, have to be sober. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not going for none of that. I'm not, no. I'm not going.
Something like that. I was like, oh my God, what is he, Diddy? Before we get back to the video, I want to announce that this video is sponsored by person. Come pay you a parent, all right?
Keep my body.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie, make sure that y'all protect yourselves, bro. I promise you, bro.
I do not share myself with people, especially if I don't know them. And it's really unfair to me because I feel like I make sure that everyone is in a good position and they feel good and everything was innocent. And I don't care how drunk somebody is, you should never take advantage of them. My phone was stolen and broken. I had no way to get home and I was assaulted, you guys, by someone that you guys all love.
The story as is doesn't really make a whole lot of sense
for sure.
Moment. But she is emotional and distraught, so you gotta give her a pass. Like, she's not gonna tell the story perfectly the first time while crying and in distress. Because things like, who stole your phone? Who broke your phone? Why did they steal it? Why
real shit.
Was the intent to
steal? These are very important, that's why I'm waiting for more things to come out. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie, we can't, it's very too much little evidence. Why, to say that anybody's innocent, anybody, you feel me, or anybody is guilty, it's way too much, it's way too many variables. You feel me? Way too many variables.
Stop you from calling for help? Was this before or after Tyil allegedly forced himself upon you?
No, real shit.
Those details are important because those details actually tell you the severity of the criminal nature of this, right? Because Yo, if he took your phone and he broke it before forcing himself upon you, then this is premeditated.
No, real shit.
And the police got to get involved. I think the police should have been the first person called. Before the internet heard about this, a precinct should have heard about this.
I said
because
the same
when Tyil
thing.
eventually come back and tell a side of the story, he's gonna tell a story. Now he has it, and it's been 16 hours. Maybe he's talking to his legal team, his PR team, trying to figure out the best way to respond back.
No, real shit. Like he definitely should be taking his time, because if he says the wrong thing, his life can be over. If he didn't do this, you feel me? If he didn't do this, his life can be over if he says the wrong thing. So Tyil, take your time. You feel me? And Pauline, when you come back and give more details of the story, please take your time. Talk with your team and people around, not even people around you. You feel me? Because I'm not gonna lie, they might over exaggerate something. No, talk with somebody who is actually gonna get the full truth out. No, over exaggerate everything that exactly happened, so we can get to the bottom of this.
But once he comes out and tell his side of the story, there's gonna be I believe him, I believe her, and the only people who can get down to the bottom of this is detectives, is the police.
Mm-hmm.
This should be going to a precinct, and a detective should be investigating this.
No, real
because
shit.
As long as the police don't get involved, all we're talking about is whether or not somebody is going to be publicly shamed, whether or not somebody is going to suffer social consequences because of this, then I don't know what we're talking about. Because if the worst is going to happen to Tyil is social consequences, and you're only telling the story because you want him to suffer social consequences, then we're wasting all of our times here.
Real shit.
Go to the police. Now, it's probably too late to do a grape kit. I'm not a woman. I'm not sure how long after an incident you can do a kit.
I hope she should have did. She should have did a kit ASAP if this was true. Like, especially if she said her sister. You feel me? After what happened to her sister, she should have did one ASAP.
Should already have a police report on their lap right now while you're telling this story to the internet.
I promise.
I'm so tired of this streaming shit, and I'm done, bro.
If you don't, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be leading towards this was a clout move. If I'm being all the way honest, but at the same time, we do need every bit of context before I say that. I'm not saying that she's lying. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying that Tyil is guilty. I'm not saying that he's innocent.
He taped me. The reason why he stopped anyway is because I started boohoo crying, you guys. I was crying, and he taped me as I'm crying like this. He was like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, because like I didn't want to And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm going to talk to you again." I'm like, I don't care if you talk to me again. It doesn't matter if you talk to me again. It's the simple fact of like me not wanting to even go down that route because you have a fucking girlfriend.
I've had my fair share of women. I've had my fair share of relations, all consensual, 0% forceful. I've never even had an allegation. I don't play like that.
No bullshit.
I just don't see a parallel line between consensual relations and boohoo crying. It don't start off as consensual and then leads directly midway through to boohoo crying in agony for it to stop. Usually it starts off as non-consensual and things just escalate as it
no bullshit
and ultimately leads to boohoo crying stop. This looks bad on Tyil part. This is horrific.
It does look bad.
Now, apparently, Tyil recorded some of the interaction, according to her, because she got some of those videos, I guess, sent to her, or she heard some audio of herself or some video of herself, because according to her, Tyil and others were threatening her to release this if she ever came out against Tyil.
Okay, stop saying Tyil and others, but if that's true...
Now, the pulling out the phone to record midway through,
getting hit with the gulag,
that's
bro.
also sketchy to me. But because we're in crazy times, I can't look too deep into this. But if a girl who I knew, I was having consensual relationships with, began to cry midway through, I would stop and console her to figure out like what's going on.
Real shit.
Pulling out my phone immediately afterwards and then recording, I don't know.
I don't know.
How I would operate, or I don't know.
Real shit.
How anybody will logically operate. Now, in hindsight,
like, look, like, no, real shit. Like, if a girl you having sex with that y'all look in a consensual relationship with, you gonna wait, hold on, whoa. Wait, you crying? Wait, what you crying for? Come here. Wait, let me know what's going on. Are you okay? Like, you gonna cut it. You gonna cut off sexual energy. That. But if you felt like you did something wrong, you gonna wait. Hold on. Wait. Why are you crying? If that's really what happened, I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying that he didn't do it either. We just need more context in both sides. That's why I'm saying we need both sides.
Oh yeah, I'll take my phone, but in the moment,
Tyil, take your time.
Anybody who knew they were doing nothing wrong,
do not force,
will automatically go for the phone instead of consoling a woman.
For sure.
This isn't the first time I've been assaulted, but this is the first time I've been assaulted by someone popular and famous, I guess. And they think I'm not going to say anything because of who they are and who they know and what they do. But like I said, this is somebody you guys support. I hate men. I'm technically going to become... y'all thought I was asexual before. I'm completely... I hate men. Look at all these no caller IDs.
He later confirmed it was Tyil, but in the moment, her showing the call log of him calling her multiple times and then beginning to call her off of blocked numbers, that was the confirmation that she was talking about him specifically. Now, she will go on to say that right now she's taking her time in terms of fully diving deep into it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Tyil and others are currently trying to blackmail her.
I already know. If you already know, y'all can say it in the chat, but I'm not going to say it out of my mouth because just trying to blackmail me and shit already. Like, I don't have time for it. Like, that's why I said I'm done with the streaming shit, because I'm thinking collab streams is going to...
The internet at this point is 50-50, and both sides have been getting a little hate. So Jourdin Pauline would take to her Instagram story to speak out to the people who don't believe her, and she would write, "Bullying and condemning someone for speaking their truth and sharing their personal human experience is never acceptable. We must remember that, even if the person involved is someone we love,
for sure,
every individual deserves respect and compassion. I am a woman who deserves to be treated with dignity, and I do not deserve hateful comments or mean words.
I ain't gonna lie, she don't deserve that.
Truth. It's important to understand that I have no ulterior motives. I'm not seeking clout or attention. I am simply sharing my own experience, which is deeply personal and traumatic. In this moment, I ask for grace and understanding, not just for myself, but for all survivors who come forward. But speaking out, I hope to raise awareness and encourage others to consider the impact of their words and actions. Let us work together to create a supportive environment where everyone can feel safe and respected, and where the truth is met with compassion rather than condemnation." She will continue and she will write, "I would not be bullied. I'm standing up for myself and for every woman that has been assaulted. Protect women." The first thing that kept playing in the back of my mind when I first heard about the situation was the situation with Tyil's sister. When I first heard Jourdin Pauline accuse Tyil of doing this, I just kept on playing back what Tyil's sister did in front of everybody to see. The actor from
that's crazy.
Jr., he came on Tyil's
and I ain't gonna lie, she did this in front of kids too. Is fucking crazy, bro.
And while he was on stream, Tyil's sister came into the room and began to grab on his junk, like
in front of kids, bro. What are we doing, bro? Tyil, you should have, come on, bro.
Like trying to seduce him in his ear. Like everybody is watching this and he looks completely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
has worked a job has more than $1 million. Y'all have never worked, y'all never did nothing. Y'all literally have 5 minutes of max in here. Then y'all gotta get out, okay?
5 minutes? You know how much 5 minutes is?
Okay?
Yeah.
No, they've never worked. You gotta think. They've never worked a job, but they can party with us. Yo, anybody need water? No, we good, bro.
Yo, paper towels for them.
Paper towel.
Shut the f*** up.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he's trying to keep his composure right now, but he's like, why is she? You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. He's trying to keep his composure right now, but if cameras wasn't on, he would have told Tyil some shit. But like cameras is on, he still has to maintain an image. You know what I'm saying? And keep his composure. But crazy.
That situation to me is much deeper than just SA. Her doing that for the world to see in front of everybody to see, not giving a damn, not caring, that tells me that she thinks that behavior is acceptable. Because obviously if she thought that she was doing anything wrong, anything criminal, anything morally wrong, she wouldn't have done it in front of everybody to see. She did it
real
because
shit.
in her mind, what she was doing was not a crime, it was not wrong, it was okay, and it was content and entertaining. And if that's her mindset, then that tells me, okay, what's going on in that household? What took place to where she believes that her behavior is acceptable?
I don't like that angle though.
If she's doing the action and she knows the action is wrong, but she's still doing it, perpetrator, criminal, nasty human being.
No, real shit. No, if she knew, now you're worse. But like, you should know that you shouldn't be touching another grown man's private parts, even if you trying to do it just for content. But this wasn't just for content. You don't do that. Try to talk in somebody's ear like that, but you forcing it. If I ain't gonna lie, Tyil, I would have had to pull you to the side, bro. All due respect, gang. But I'm not trying to put my fist on your sister. Please, all due respect, keep her up. She was trying to touch my genitals on live air. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. I'm very in tune with my body. Me personally, I'm very in tune with my body. And not any person can just get access with me. And how the person who he carries himself, I'm sure he's similar in that aspect. You feel me? How he just how he reacted in that situation. I can tell he carries himself, or he's growing into that. You know what I'm saying? But that was just that was so
that. But she's also somebody who don't quite understand what she's doing is wrong.
Yes.
To me, like, that shows there's an issue with how she was.
No, Tyil didn't understand what she was doing was wrong. That's why it kind of, you feel me? Now I'm thinking about it. Tyil was kind of defending her because she never seen somebody like that. That's not an excuse. That is not. He's still a human being. He breathes shit, eat like you do. Don't.
Now, Tyil coming from the same home and also having accusations of his own, to me, is more than just a coincidence. Even Tyil's response to this situation, to me, was disappointing.
Yeah, that was disappointing to me too.
Chastise his sister. He didn't really condemn her. He ain't really provide any type of concrete resolution. He just kind of spoke about how he was pissed that they walked off and he didn't really like that.
Word of my mother, I'm trying to literally ignore this, but I'm getting texts. The energy shifted, and just got up and left. Like, all that really made me, like, all those side really made me feel away. Because one, when people come, this is your crib.
You felt the way because they left, not because that they're getting touched unwantedly. I'm not gonna lie, Tyil. This is looking bad. I'm not saying that you did it. I'm not saying that you didn't do it. But it's looking bad, bro. It's looking bad.
I be around celebrities all day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even when I first started being my first few celebrities, don't get me wrong, I do unusual. No homo. Like, nothing crazy. Like, I'll be like, yo, like, I be trying to record, get a video, a picture, whatever. But due time,
what you mean you be trying to do on?
We all equal, we all the same. But she never seen somebody that caliber, so she start. You feel what I'm saying? And that's my sister, so like I'm not gonna say nothing bad about her. I'm gonna just check and tell her like you don't gotta be on it. We all the same, we all human. If he's here for me, he's here for you. Family Sunday dinner every Sunday.
Yeah, I do remember this.
People telling me
this was a bad response.
Why should I? We all equal. You feel what I'm saying?
I wanna do a stream with Michael, but on some chill shit.
I'm dumb man, bro. Like, I'm real shit. Nothing ever got me more mad than this, bro.
In all the way make an excuse
like,
for her.
You
she did say like what she did made him mad, but I guess people wanted him to go a little further. Now, when Michael Rainey responded back to the accusation, it made it perfectly clear he didn't like what was going on, and there was even rumors that he was actually going to sue. That kind of made Tyil tap into his PR bag and release a full statement.
Yeah, I fuck with Michael Rainey, bro.
Michael Rainey took to Instagram and he says, at this point, everyone has seen the video circulating online. I am still in shock and didn't fully know how the process will happen tonight.
No,
this is
real
an unfortunate
shit.
situation that I do not condone in any way. I can't take it lightly because I know I will be in serious trouble if the roles were reversed. The fact is, SA is never okay, regardless of gender or status. We're all human, and we should respect each other. Most importantly, we should respect ourselves.
No real shit.
Tyil responded, after the actions that occurred during my stream last night, I would like to
Okay, yeah. I feel like Kai had a conversation with him, or you feel me? Somebody must have had a conversation with him that this was a horrible take how you went about it. You gotta correct it.
Sincerely apologize to Michael and his family for what took place. My little sister was completely wrong and out of line. What she did was very inappropriate and unacceptable. I am truly embarrassed and disgusted by her actions. I completely respect whatever direction Michael wants to go in this situation. After watching the clip, I was completely taken back by what she done. I will take extreme precautions with future streams to avoid similar issues and have banned her from participating in future streams. I do not condone any type of... That right there was actually Tylil's first viral stream. So even with this situation, it's kind of like, bro, this has been a recurring thing for you. If this situation,
I'm not gonna lie, that's
even remotely
it's looking
true,
bad.
If there's even a shred, an ounce of truthness to what Jourdin Pauline says, I don't see Tyil bouncing back from this, bro.
Yeah,
I see Twitch coming down and
I
taking
fuck
swift
with
actions
you,
against them.
but
it's gonna be really
I don't fuck with,
dark.
yeah, it's gonna get
Now,
bad.
Other famous streamers or other popular streamers
I
on
don't
Twitch,
condone
they're
none,
reacting to
no,
this, and it.
None of
and
that.
I'll be real, I haven't really seen anybody come out to the defense of Tyil. I think I've seen Asmongold. He reacted to this on stream, and he believes that Tyil is 100% guilty.
I already know. If you already know, y'all can say it in the chat, but I'm not going to say it out my mouth.
Is everybody? Oh no!
Because
this is what happens. Like it happens to other girls too. Like we all know this, but some people on Twitter forget that I'm actually the most pro-female and most feminist streamer out there. And the truth is that whenever I hear a woman that hates men, generally if you listen to her about why, it makes sense.
Asmongold already has accusations of not really liking the WL community.
For sure.
Not really rocking with Kai Cenat or Tyil or others or DDG. But you do have to give him some credit for having a really large community.
Yeah,
that encompasses a lot of.
Like I'll say I don't agree with like some of his takes, but like how he execute his takes. But Asmongold, you choosing a side right now is very early. You know what I'm saying? Asmongold, you choosing a side in this right now is very early. I do like the conclusion of your takes, but not how you execute them. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. How you execute them, sometimes that they come from a form of insecurity. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be more mindful of certain shit. Like if he is innocent, this could potentially ruin his life. You feel me? This can potentially ruin his life. And people gonna be still looking at these videos, not remembering that he is innocent. So you gotta be very mindful of shit like this.
Different other communities. And when he is taking a stance of she's telling the truth, I believe her, he did it, bruh.
That's not
your name has essentially hit the dirt.
For sure.
Like your name is now synonymous with these things. And he very well
go, I don't respect
wait
you
for him to respond back.
Saying that
you
you agree with
having
her.
these accusations attached to your name, man. Which is why, I work so hard. Whenever somebody even play around with that around me, bro.
No real shit.
Bro, we come with the internet and we crash, bro. We crash.
Real shit.
Because you can't let accusations like this stick to your name, bro, at all.
Hell nah.
Trust me. People try to lie on me with these accusations. Somebody found paperwork with the same last name as me. It was a family members of mine. They try to say it was my paperwork. I came online and I went at those accusations and I attacked it. Bruh, listen, bruh. I even went to go find my family member's mugshot to prove this is not my paperwork. I've never gotten arrested for nothing weird.
No, okay.
Never. But that's because of how important that was to me to show
No,
people.
real shit.
No, you would never put these
You'll
accusations
never
on me.
put these. I promise you. Never.
With Tyil, bro, right? Bro,
I make sure never.
Now the accusations that made its way to other parts of the internet, man, and now they just look at you as a creep and a weirdo.
It does. It makes sense. Like, yeah, I could see that. Sure, I could see why you'd feel that way. A lot of guys, it's like this is a guy, like a lot of these things, like, especially like music, it's young guys that get a lot of power and money, and a lot of young guys don't know how to handle that because they're assholes, they weren't raised right, or whatever else. And so they act like and they do horrible things. And what ends up happening is that after they do something really bad to one of these girls, what they do is that in order to basically do damage control, they ostracize this girl from the entire group and from the entire community. There's a big problem that we have on the internet where, because there are some women who lie about experiences they've had with men, like for example, like that DoorDash girl. Like that DoorDash girl really does a tremendous disservice to every other woman out there.
For sure.
Whenever she's talking about being sexually assaulted, when she recorded a man without his consent and posted.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sure it's been some men that's been convicted of something that they did not do. Look at Emmett Till. That girl know that she lied, that he touched her, and he still got beaten to death. You feel me? So that's why I don't put past anything past anyone. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. Pauline, I know you're a black queen, but I still gotta have some glimmers of hope that the man Tyil didn't do it. You feel me? I can't just specifically say that he did. But let's continue though.
Posted it on the internet again without his consent.
I'm not saying that he
naked.
didn't. I'm not saying
so
that he did do it either.
Like,
we
somebody
gotta
sees that story,
get to the bottom of it.
It starts to train the public into believing that, oh well, these things are lies or they're not true. But I'm not saying that they're always true. I'm not
glad that they're not
always
tying
true.
Kai
You look at
into
the
this
facts and
though.
the evidence
I'm
surrounding
really
it.
happy
I don't know
about
what
that.
to do anymore.
Jasmine Gold is correct. When it comes to streaming, we don't often attach the same power dynamics in the streaming world that we do to, let's say, acting and music. But there are still power brokers in the streaming world. There are still content houses. There are still certain streamers that wield and deal a lot of power. But it's not as easily identifiable as the acting industry or as entertainment.
No, real
right?
shit.
And acting is transactional, is direct. Hey, You sleep with me, I'll give you this gig. Hey, you turn a blind eye to me SAing you when you was blacked out drunk, I'll make sure you get this role on this TV series, on this hit TV show. With streaming, is not really as direct, right? There are people who control relationships, who got collabs. There are content houses, certain people, and they have a lot of power in this, and they can kind of make or break your streaming career, to be honest, because streaming, right? There's really no gatekeepers in streaming. You can turn on a computer and start streaming to 0 people. Yeah. People believe that there's no power. No. The dynamics here exist.
No, it definitely does.
Her expressing some type of fear or anxiety that she will get blackballed and ostracized and thrown out the industry and won't be able to do any more collabs if she come forward against Tyil is very real.
For sure.
Like she said, when this situation here happened and she confronted Tyil, she was receiving threats of being blackmailed and blackballed from the industry. And I think for the most part, that's wrong. That's not cool. Now, it'll be interesting to see, though, how other people in this community react to the situation. Because
I want to see how other people react to it.
I'm not really trying to collab with her. I just don't want to also be accused of anything, bro. I don't know what happened with her and Tyil. I just don't want to be involved. Tyil don't even have to make that call. But if those people, if that's how they react, and let's say DDG or Deshae and others say, I'm not really trying to collab with you, bro. That situation is just too messy. I don't know if you're lying or telling the truth. I don't want to also be accused of anything. I'm just not going to do it. Tyil don't even have to make that call. If other streamers refuse to do streams with her, it's still going to validate her concerns and accusations, and people will automatically assign that to Tyil. They will automatically accuse Tyil of making those calls behind the scenes and blackballing her.
No wonder a Diddy joke struck a nerve. When a person does something problematic like this, what you should do is you should look at the pattern of behavior. And I think this is really important to think about. And
I'm not gonna lie, the one person that I think that will still do streams with her is Ben, because I think that her and Ben had good chemistry. Like, you feel me? But everybody else, like DDG, he's somebody that's not trying to burn bridges. He's gonna cut her off. Who else? But yeah, or not though. It's very much too early.
This is just, it's just basic critical thinking, right? Is that if somebody has a pattern of behavior that is repeatedly problematic, then the probability is that they're probably doing something bad again. So this is the same guy. I'm going to just preemptively turn it down.
Relax. Wait, hold on, wait.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I said
That's
this was weird.
That's really weird.
I said that was weird.
I'll tell you that. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. That's real weird. So this is the same dude. This is the same guy. Who's gonna tell Tyil he can't do that to women? Yeah, exactly. Like, that's another girl.
The internet is forever, man. And I hope Deshae Frost is watching this too, bro.
Yeah, Deshae. Yeah,
now you see why you can't really do no girl content like that, bro. All that super thirsty, super fiend out girls is gonna come back and backfire.
Yeah,
bro.
it is.
When you get accused of something.
Nah, Deshae, you need to tighten the fuck up. Cause I'm not gonna lie, if some shit come out about you, I'm keeping it all the way of being. I might just believe Shorty right away. Nah, I'm trolling. I ain't gonna lie. Deshae, you seem like you know when to stop. I'm trolling. But I'm gonna keep it very, very perspective, just like how I'm doing with Tyil, until we get to the bottom of it. But yeah, bro, that's why y'all gotta be careful and honestly just stop doing the weird shit. Like, it's weird. Why do it? It's weird.
Damn near a stockpile of nothing but clips of you kind of teetering across that line from scaring the hoes to you on some weird stuff. SA. Now, that particular clip, man, I'm not defending Tyil at all, because you guys.
No, hell no, that was weird.
Like I'm not defending him at all. But that particular clip to me isn't evidence that Tyil will grape somebody.
No, that isn't evidence.
That maybe
that
he's
isn't
a little
evidence.
overzealous.
For
right?
sure.
You know, he has scaring off the hose energy. But is that evidence? Is dancing aggressively to me evidence? 100% that Tyil will grape somebody? No. is Jourdin Pauline's account of what happened some damning evidence that Tyil would do? Yes.
Yes.
Because her story is believable.
For
She
sure.
don't really have any clear-cut reason to lie. But y'all gotta really watch what y'all do on this internet, man. This stuff.
No, y'all definitely
That's why
do.
I said pattern of behavior. I might be spitballing, but can that be considered essay? But can't that be considered? I mean, like, whether it can be or not in the eyes of the law, like, from a layman's perspective, he is assaulting her, and it's of a sexual nature. Why is it that Kai's friends are 90% of Kai's friends are bad? Well, I mean, he's got, like, Kai has like 10 people in the room, and one guy is doing something bad. Now, I think that you're right that Kai, like, I feel bad for Kai, because he's had so many instances where he's brought friends on, and you can say that it's his fault and everything, and maybe, and to an extent it is his fault, right? Like, I don't think that it's not his fault at all.
Well, I know you're not saying it's Kai's fault. Well, hold on. Let me go back to make sure. Because I know you're not saying that Kai should be taking accountability for another grown-ass man. I know that's not what the fuck we doing, Asmongold. Hold on. Let me go back to clarify what the fuck you're saying.
Where he's brought friends on, and you can say that it's his fault and everything, and maybe, and to an extent it is his fault, right? Like,
So you are fucking saying it's Kai Cenat's fault for he should be taking accountability for another grown man. Tyil is his own individual. I don't stand for that shit. Kai cannot agree. Why the fuck do you think he stopped him? Stop this, Asmongold. You know this is some bullshit. Stop it.
I don't think that it's not his fault at all. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, it's not him doing that, right? Keep in mind, this is in front of an entire audience, right? So imagine what somebody like
Tyil is not a child.
Very, very, very
He's a
weird
grown
behavior.
man.
And if you coming in here looking for any responses, looking for me to add on to any drama.
Now look, this isn't a weird response. He's waiting to respond correctly. This is not weird.
Please just see your way out.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful time of the year.
It's Christmas, so I didn't commit sexual assault. There's a lot of essay Andes.
That Tyil clip, as y'all just saw, was before this. It was before this. He hasn't hopped on stream ever since Jourdin Pauline accused him of doing it.
So if he didn't, then that's fine though.
Old clips, taking things out of context. Yo, at this point, bro, Tyil got to speak soon, or else the jury is gonna make a decision, bro.
For sure.
The verdict of public opinion is gonna come down if he don't speak soon.
No, he definitely needs to speak soon.
What I would say, and I made a concerted effort, and and I try really hard. I made a concerted effort, man, not to say Kai Cenat's name.
For sure.
And the reason why I
very much respect you
this entire video
for that,
because very often, because Kai Cenat puts certain people on, and this is his crew, his name often get associated or mixed up in a situation when it comes to SA. Now,
and that's so weird to me. People use Kai's name for clicks. It's so weird, bro.
Now, do I believe if Tyil don't fix this ASAP, the pressure from Kai Cenat to keep his distance is going to be on? I think so. After a while, if you're Kai Cenat, you got to kind of ask yourself, like, damn, bro, how much more can I take? I stay out of trouble. I
real shit.
To lose, and I'm the most famous, and I still managed to have my one girlfriend stay out of trouble, stay out of the crosshairs. I keep it political. I don't really do too much. I protect my brand great.
For sure.
Should I keep people around who continue to put my brand in jeopardy? You got to have that hard decision.
I'm not going to lie, you've been having Ray say some things that's been making people uncomfortable. Like, she felt all the right to feel uncomfortable right there. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Rakai with and Ray doing the racist jokes back and forth, that wasn't the best ideal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm just adding variables to too, so we can know what we're getting to. And now Tyil with this, Dez with his crash out scandals. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not saying that anything that they're doing is wrong. They're all just growing into their own individual selves. You know what I'm saying? But Tyil, but if this is true, this has nothing about doing with growing. This is something all completely different, bro. I'm hoping it's not true, but I'm gonna say it's not looking good for you, Tyil. A Flacco W video for keeping us updated. But yeah, man, that's where we gonna wrap it up, chat.